Okay, I previously made a video about how to use NotebookLM with these new features, the video overview, and how to interact with the audio interview. But now I want to show you some of the ins and outs and the bells and whistles on how to use NotebookLM to its fullest potential. All right, so the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to create a new notebook. Oh, wait, well, not yet. Let me show you this first. Okay, I was going to do that, but as soon as it does this, I'm going to ask me to do things, and I want to go over things. So this is what I do if I want to use, especially a new AI tool. I go to my ChatGPT because me and ChatGPT, we have a personal relationship. I know that sounds weird, but it gets to a point where I can have conversations. I could just click on this, use voice mode, and then I just talk to it as if I'm talking to a person. I like to think of it as as my co-pilot, as that word goes. Obviously, Microsoft took ChatGPT and created Copilot, but it's like my assistant. It just helps me with everything. So I like to use it like that because it just makes more sense. I When I first started using ChatGPT 3.5, I was using all these I took prompt engineering courses, and got all these certifications, and you'd write pages and pages of prompts, like rubrics, just every little specific detail outline so that you would get the output you want. But ChatGPT, the more you use it, the more you are actually training it to work with you and give you what you want. It actually remembers what you tell it to do and how you tell it to do it. So you get to a point where you could just have conversations with it. You don't need to use train of thought or all these fancy methods of writing full page prompts. And I tell people this all the time. I'm like, stop it. Stop writing huge prompts over and over again. You're wasting time. Just talk to it. Just use this little thing over here and talk to it. So these are just things that I put in here. So I want to learn how to use Google's Notebook LM. So I write in here, it says, what do you know about Google's Notebook LM AI? New features like video overview and audio overview. And it gives me this great thing let's say with links, okay? With links to other types of recommendations from different websites, including Google Notebook itself. So I ask it this, and I'm gonna copy and paste all this. I'm gonna take all this information. I'm gonna have ChatGPT create a wonderful page, as if I didn't see this. All the different things you can use for Notebook LM and strategies, how to use it. It's really awesome. People give me an answer, give me an answer, give me an answer. You learn nothing. ChatGPT is just awesome for asking questions to learn. It will help you so much. It's like the best tutor or explainer that was ever created. And people don't understand too. They say, oh, people just use it like Google. Just tell me this, tell me that. And then it says, would you like me to walk through step-by-step guides? Yes, please. Okay, sure, go ahead. And that it does this. It gives me this step-by-step guide on using Notebook LM to create audio and video overviews, which I showed in the thing. But it gives all types of points and tips and prompts you could use. It says, check the chat panel. There's a lot of stuff in here. Deep dive, generate audios, all these, change the host style, make the host sound like a science communique for high school students, add focus, right? All these things. So best uses. This is really great. All right. So I'm not going over all this stuff for you because you can do this. You are sure if you're watching this video, you want to learn, you could do this yourself. I didn't use anything crazy. All right. Let's make sure I tell that's a great response. So now I ask, specifically because this is stuff I want to know for Notebook LM. What type of technical guides? And yes, okay, a guide for to AI in education by Google. Okay, so I have these, and I have some of these up here. All right, I'll go over these again. These different things, different links, and when we get into building our Notebook LM, it's going to be excuse me, a Notebook LM that helps us learn how to use Notebook LM. All right, so here's all this stuff with links All these links are in here to different things, articles, all the rest of it. All right. Tells me how to leverage these, how to do this. Because not only is ChatGPT giving me these resources, actually reading and reviewing these before it even gives it to me. It knows this is something, it's going through the internet and it's looking at I don't know how many sources it's looking at, but say gazillions of sources. That's a big number. A Google of sources, let's say. And it's finding the best information to give to me, what it feels is the best. So it's reading and summarizing these and putting it back together and formatting for me. It's like a research. It's a good research tool. So I'm going to like that too. Always like the things you like and dislike the things you don't like, and that helps train your model. Are there any PowerPoint presentations? Because we know with Google M, we could convert PowerPoint presentations, or we could use Google Slides straight off on how to do this. And then we have AA presentation. Here's a Google site, right? AI education, Google site, slide presentation to help you better understanding of AI and its current uses in education. So these are all the research, right? Now, in the old days, I would do this myself. I just keep Googling and Googling until I found enough stuff that I found was suitable for this. All right. How might you use adapt to give the role? It's good. Tips of consideration, all types of things in here. Okay. Has Google produced instructional videos on how to use NotebookLM for educators and place them on the YouTube? And here we go. Here are different videos that we could use right here. Once again, these are linked to different videos. So let me show you. I got all my garbage here. Okay. First of all, I already had this. So this is from the National Science Teachers Association. This was a thing that was published recently on a blog. AI meets three-dimensional learning, thinking ways, new features on NotebookLM. Right. Even though this came out the same day that I created my video on these new video overviews. This was written before that. So they have audio overviews, but they still don't show these deep dives. They still don't show that you can interact with it now, like I showed in my video. Right. So now you can interact with it. So practical uses. This is all for education, science education specifically. All right. So this is great. This is great stuff. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you now. So let's go here, NotebookLM. So I'm going to now I could create my new notebook and I'm going to put all this stuff. So let's see what type of sources. Well, I could do YouTube videos. I could do PDFs. I could do websites. I could do copy and paste text right here. If you have a Google Drive, which I do, you can get things from your Google Drive. So let's start with a website. So, okay, so I'm going to say, here's a website. All right, which website? I'm going to start with this one. This one's great. This one's Control C, and let's put this in here. All right, Control V, insert. Now, what's happening here? So remember, this is about NotebookLM, AI guide, scientific thinking with NotebookLM features. All right, so let's get rid of that because I already did that. What's this one? Oh, these are the PowerPoints. We'll get that to in a second. This is a PDF. So I got this PDF already here. This is Google for Education, a guide to AI in education. So let's go ahead and do that. So we go into here, add. We're going to add here, and we're going to do choose a file. And it's a downloads, which is good, but I'm going to go to Stannis. This is I'm going to be doing a presentation there. So I have my presentation paper. So let's open this up. Now we put this in here. Okay. So now all this information is in here too. Right. So let's see. What do we got? We got that. All right. We got this. Oh, this is a YouTube video, Notebook LM AI for Teachers. So I hit share. I hit copy. I go back to my notebook. I hit add, and I hit YouTube, and it says share this, Control V, insert. So now this video is being inserted in there. So now that's in there. So let's get rid of this. That's been added. What's this one? Basic Google Notebook tutorial for educators. Well, that's awesome. So let's go ahead. I didn't watch any of these videos. I watched other videos, but not these ones. These are the ones that ChatGPT just suggested. So I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to add the ones I like. Some of them are from Google. Oh, not this one. Sorry. Wrong one. Beep. YouTube video. Control V. So what I'm doing here is with ChatGPT, I would say what I was creating with ChatGPT was a GPT. A GPT is you put all this stuff for your brain, all this stuff for your knowledge. This is what the AI is going to use to come up with video overviews, reports, quizzes, flashcards, instructional guides, all this stuff. Let's get rid of that one. All right, this one looks nice. It looks very important. It's an hour long. People hum-hoing about what to do with NotebookLM Google. So let's go ahead and add this to it. Looks like it got almost 2,000 views. So it's something people must be excited about. All right, so let's go ahead and YouTube video that one. This was something again. It's not letting me. It says the invalid URL. So let's see what we got here. Where are we? Let's take this one. Control C. Add YouTube. All right, good. We could do it that way. All right. So there's two ways to add videos from YouTube, obviously. All right. So you have a URL up here, and then you have this other URL when you copy and paste. Sometimes one doesn't work for some reason. I don't know. I don't know whose fault it is. Google owns both of them. All right. So here's another website from Google about Notebook. Understand anything. So let's go ahead and Control C. And we'll come over here to our notebook, and we add. And this is a website. So I go ahead and put this here, Control V, insert. All right, that was a bad source. All right, it's from Google, so it says source is empty, whatever. All right, so who cares about that then? What's this one? This is keyword. Let's try this one. Control C. This one looks kind of good. It's got a lot of stuff here. It's like a white pages. All right, so let's see. Hopefully we can add this one because this one's chock full of references. Control V, insert. Yes. Okay, so that one did. The one before did, but this one didn't. So that one's good. All right, so this we added. This we just added. This one didn't work. This one we don't care about. That one didn't work. I don't really care about the PowerPoints. Let's go now to YouTube, and I will show you. Don't want to look at anything political. You suck. Okay.
Welcome to AI Science Guy.
Let's go with my what's it called? My playlists. Okay, so I got my playlists, and you'll see there's things here that are private, but they're not that private. And one of them is AI tips and tricks. So this one's public. This is all my web resources, and then this is me teaching with technology. This is information from the next generation science standards when I was using that to create things. Now I can create them with the videos, which is awesome. AI tips and tricks. Okay, so here we go. Oh, so this is one. This is
It is now possible to make believable.
This is a playlist that is private. It's just stuff I watch to learn from. And these NotebookLM ones. All right, so let's go. I want to go. Oh, here we go. Here we go. All right.
Hi there.
So this is from Google. I'm going to click on this. This is from Google Career Certification Center. Okay. And I'm going to use that video. But these ones, trying to, oh, I'll go under videos. Always the playlists always throw me off. Can find turn notes into audio. So I think that's one we can use. Oh, here we go. All right, so it's these two. All right, so these two, this guy, faculty, use NotebookLM for your research and course preparation. So this is a great video. This shows you basically how to use NotebookLM. Here's a picture here. Just what we're doing. All right. How to put all of these different sources in here and use it as your base for research and development. All right. So here is our, we need to add as a video. This is a very important one because it comes directly from the people in charge of NotebookLM. All right. Okay. That's in there. And then get this. And there's a lot of things here, but I'm specifically interested in the ones that we just talked about that have to do with NotebookLM. So this guy
I'm
talks.
Stephen Johnson.
Right, he is editor, director, NotebookLM, and Google Labs. So I'm telling you, if you want a reference, if you want something as a reference, and I would even, I'm not going to do it now, but I would go so far as to actually look up this guy if he has a last name and see if he has any PowerPoint presentations on the internet, if he has any published papers about NotebookLM. If he does, that would be like really good information to put in here. Okay, so this is the last one I'm going to add for now. We want a YouTube video. Control V. Okay, so what do? We have all this. Okay, we have all this. Like I said, I can add text. Let's do that then. This is up top one. So let's see how much text I can do here. This will be interesting. All right. I don't need that. Let's get that far. I don't want that. Let's do it right here. Copy and paste. Control C. So now I just copied all this. I'm going to add, and I'm going to hit copy text, and I paste it here. Control V. So all that text. Insert. All right. And that's in there too. So now I have all this stuff here. Okay, now this is where it gets insane. So first of all, here's the little bells and whistles. You try this new style. So this is the video overview, right? You can get an explainer or a brief, and you can get it in a multitude of languages. If you want it in Spanish or whatever, Creole, Haitian, that's crazy. Any of that stuff. A lot of the stuff, what I don't like about this is, see, like I know Espanol means Spanish, and I know Mexico means Mexico, and Latino America means, Latin America, but I get down here and I was looking for another language, Swahili. And now it comes to, oh, that's nice. So this would be nice if Google actually thought to put this in the language that the computer knows it uses. Okay, so my computer knows it's using English because everything's in English. Uh, I have to look up, I'd have to copy and paste all these to have ChatGPT translate it for me. Come on, Google, make some sense. Make some sense. All right, so here we go. So, like, what are these different styles? So, this is the style that is kind of like a default style whiteboard, right? They have this classic one. You can auto select, which isn't on right now. So, it just picks what it is. But I'll tell you right now, these are the ones I like. This papercraft, anime, heritage. Let's see. And the retro print was pretty good. I didn't really care for the watercolor too much, but I'm going to do papercraft because that's the one I like the most. Heritage, obviously, these are the styles. They look like this. And now what we're going to do here is we're going to put a prompt in here. Okay, so I've been writing prompts, but this is what I do for prompts. I'm going to say, okay, I want to make a what's it called, a video overview, video customized, a customized video overview in Notebook LM AI of a presentation on how to best use Notebook LM for creating a presentation, a video, video presentation that shows the best methods for teachers on how to create educational presentations using video overview on NotebookLM. Now you can see why I like to use the voice mode, which is gone now because I start typing, because it's so much faster just to say this. Using video overview on NotebookLM, please create a good prompt for me to place in, what is this thing called? What should I focus on prompt? What do you call these? Box. Prompt. Oh, prompt thing. Prompt. Enter. Dynamic entry box. I forget what it's called. Prompt area. Let's just say area. It's nice. ChatGPT is smarter than me. It figures this stuff out. What should the AI hosts focus on? What should the AI hosts focus on? Prompt text area. All right. Please make it short and concise and in the style that Google's NotebookLM understands best. Just the essential text, please. All right, sometimes it gets a little too flowery with the descriptions. All right, there we go. There we go. Boom. So I put this in here. Now it's going to write a prompt for me using the web to understand this. Okay, great. Okay. Write it as one prompt with no bullets or ordered lists, just paragraph style. Like I said, it likes to add a little bit too fancy. All right, here we go. All right, so here we go. Oh, two. All right, so here we go. So that's nice. All right, let's come here. This is what we put in here now. Control V. Generate. All right, so this is generating a video. We could obviously just generate an overview of everything that's over here. This is the best part. Over here, how do notebooks multimedia features specifically support advanced scientific? So there's all these things. What is practical must guide the secure response? No, I don't care about that. What are pedagogical effective? Here we go. What are the pedagogical shifts necessary for teachers to effectively integrate AI as a critical thinking partner? See, this is great stuff. Here it comes up. Now, this is what I'm going to write myself. Please create a step-by-step instructional guide to teach educators the best practices for using NotebookLM to engage student learning. Okay, so I could do this. I could do this in ChatGPT 5, but with all of this to focus on from the sources, all about education and the rest of it, I'm going to put that there. We're going to pop this out. See what happens here. So this is really a great thing about NotebookLM is to create these instructional guides. All right, I could take this and then I could hand this out. I do a presentation at Stannis. If I go to presentation in National Science, what is it? National Science Teachers Association, wherever I go, I can right here. What's this say? I can copy it. Let's go boom. I can copy it. I can open Word. Word. Where are we? Word. There's Word. Open this up. Blank document. Control V. And here we go. Now I got this. I could just print this out, and it gives the steps. All right. All types of things to do there. I could have all different types of activities. All right. This is video overviews. It's telling, all this stuff. This is all awesome stuff. I just created an instructional piece of paper to teach teachers how to use NotebookLM successfully. And a lot of this stuff I don't even know yet because I haven't read it. It's insane. And I will have a video presentation that you will see on my YouTube page. I could do all types of reports, study guides, briefing documents. Let's do a briefing document. Those are fun. I want to say, though, with these reports, it'll pick things here. So these are the ones you always have. A blog post. Oh, my God. This was NSTA had a blog post. I can create a blog post. I'm going to do that, too. Let's create a blog post. That's insane. I've never tried that because I don't blog, but I used to. I could create a white paper. That's what I want. I want a white paper. What else do I have? A beginner's guide? Okay, I want a beginner's guide. Do you see this? Do you understand this? Is this not blowing your mind? Because my mind is leaking out of my nose and ears right now. So I want you to go out and have fun and have a great day.